do not take baking soda unless you watch this video. Baking soda has the potential to help or even poison you. Baking soda is sodium bicarbonate. It's an alkaline compound. And guess what? Your body makes it. Your pancreas makes it. As the strong acid comes from your stomach into the small intestine. This is why when someone's pancreas is not working, boy, they can get severe bloating, they get diarrhea, they get constipation. Let's talk first about the benefits of baking soda. Baking soda, being an alkaline substance, can be beneficial for temporarily relieving an acid stomach, because you never want to take baking soda when you have indigestion. So anytime you have indigestion, you need to take either apple cider vinegar or something called betaine hydrochloride. But when we get into more of an acidic stomach, whether it is acid reflux or GERD, if you wanted some temporary relief as you fix the problem, a little bit of baking soda would help you. But then you would also want to do apple cider vinegar and or betaine hydrochloride. Now, what about gastritis? You would want to take baking soda for sure, but also take something called zinc carnosine so you can actually heal that problem. And just don't get in the habit of taking baking soda for a long period of time, because you're going to neutralize your stomach acid. Now, if you take baking soda for a long time, chronically, is there really a chance of your blood becoming too alkaline? And the answer is probably not, because the effect that baking soda has on our bodies is very temporary. Another really good benefit of baking soda is to help to neutralize the acid in your mouth. So baking soda could be one of the ingredients in your toothpaste. Another benefit of baking soda is to relieve itching from a kidney problem. When your kidney becomes damaged, you start developing too much acid, and that can affect your skin, especially itching, among other symptoms. Now, another way I would use baking soda is, let's say, for example, you're doing prolonged fasting or even intermittent fasting and you're a carnivore, you're doing a lot of meat. Another unique beneficial way to take baking soda is if you're an athlete and you're going to compete in some sport and you wanted the unfair advantage. You wanted to be able to do more reps. You wanted to go a little longer. You want a little better performance. We want to avoid that. If you really want to know how much you should take, it's 0.2 grams per kilogram of weight. Another benefit of baking soda is to help prevent kidney stones. And this is why baking soda is also good in a gout situation. Another way you can take baking soda is if you have a UTI. It'll actually change the environment so the microbes or the pathogens can't exist anymore. And then the last benefit of baking soda would be some topical applications for some type of insect bite. There are 2 insects that have an acid venom. So applying baking soda would help that. Ants, especially fire ants, and bee stings would benefit from putting some topical baking soda on the actual sting bite. So just get some wet and apply it to your skin. If you get stung by a wasp, do not put baking soda on that, because those venoms are more alkaline. If you add more alkaline, you're going to make it worse. What you should put on that is vinegar. A spider bite, don't put baking soda on that. The best thing to put on that is either activated charcoal or bentonite clay, which has the power of like pulling things out of the skin. And then a snake bite. The best antidote for that is something called milk thistle. And as a side note, baking soda is also really good for insects, especially cockroaches. They'll eat it. Then from the chemical reaction, you'll get carbon dioxide and their digestive systems will rupture and they will die. The other thing you need to know about baking soda is you never want to take it with vinegar or lemon juice, because it's just going to create so much carbon dioxide. Your stomach is going to bloat up with carbon dioxide. And I think you already know this too. You can open a container of baking soda and keep it in the fridge and it gets rid of the odors.